morning! Welcome to the Tweed Valley, home of the UK Enduro mountain biking scene. Probably one of the most famous family-oriented easy trail centres in the UK. Loads of fun, loads of choice, great tracks. Today is very much about beginner off-piste riding. So it's a big attraction for people to ride off-piste tracks. Once you start getting a little bit kind of like the trail centres aren't giving the same thrill that they used to give you, and your skill set has developed to a point where you want to start pushing a little bit, there is some amazing off-piste riding in the valley, but knowing where to start is very, very tricky. Certainly wouldn't be up the road at the golfy tracks across from Leven, which are much more technical in nature and much steeper in nature than some of the tracks here.
Yeah, there are some steep ones here, aren't there? Some quite techy ones here as well, but that's not necessarily what we're going to focus on today, is it? So
no. So today is, look, you want to ride some off-piste, and this is very much a starting point. I promise you, wherever you live in the country, in the UK, it's worth the drive up here. We're going to GPX this route, follow it. We've had family members down here. These have been their first taste of off-piste, and they've really enjoyed it. We are going to step, after the first couple of tracks, we are going to step up a little bit, but the principle here is that there's nothing that riding at a sensible pace can't be rolled, no massive features. If you find something that you don't like, you'll be able to stop quite easily, and you'll be able to move on and just push that section and then get on to the next bit. Most of it is very rideable for someone who's competent on red and black trail centre trails. I hope you enjoy the edit. I hope you get involved and you come and ride these tracks. I swear it's going to be an amazing amount of fun. So let's get some. Okay, so we are ascending on what has to be one of the most beautiful climbs in the UK. Just look at the forest, it's just beautiful. And it's a really well laid track, part of the blue, red, black trail climb. Modern riding world, it's a lot of fire road ascending and track descending enduro style. So, and it's you get back to doing these lovely snaky climbs in the woods and really take it all in, because it is truly breathtaking. So enjoy. So for the sake of today's edit, we're not going to use any of the existing trail centre descent. It's purely going to be off-piste tracks. But that being said, there's nothing really to stop you sampling some of those off-piste descents, coupling that with some of the trail centre stuff to sort of ease your way into it. It's great to be able to explore with the relative safety of a trail centre, similar to our first hiker bike adventure edit, which was kind of like taking in a big mountain experience from the comfort of Whinlatter. This is taking in some off-piste riding from the comfort of Glentress. So this is the work for the forest lodges. This is where the used to be a car park. Used to be great, you could camp over on here in your van, but yeah, turned into forest lodges. Lost the free ride park. So we're doing a bit of a detour, should be able to find our way back round. This is known as Cardiac Hill. It's a very, very direct route that takes us up to the tower, the mast, which is where some of these great trails start. So the first half of it, 1/3 maybe, is very steep. So over and out, lots of heavy breathing time for me. Not sure if this comes across, but we've got a real nice misty, foggy haze in the trees there. It's beautiful. So you can see there, the sign in front of us is the right turn for Spooky Woods at Red Descent. This climb that we've done is direct, it's very quick compared to the Red Trail, but you can come up the Red Trail climb if you prefer to meander, but the choice is yours. We are doing this twice today to come up and ride the second trail from the same spot. Okay, so I told a small lie. This first section that we're going to try today of descending is actually part of the black graded trail. So it's a nice introduction, gets us into the flow a little bit, and then later on we come out of the trees into another short section, and then we go out onto the moor. It gets a little bit looser, a little bit steeper, and then we've got this fabulous flat out section where you've got kind of like lots of like rooty drops. Absolutely fabulous piece of trail, and I think the perfect starting point for off-piste riding. So you're gonna have fun coming down here, guys, trust me. Just got back from a little vlog and Lindsay's got a confession to make.
I ate all the biscuit.
She's ate all the biscuit. So the last laughs on Lindsay because I've got the oats and dark chocolate version of the biscuit, which is actually our favourite. So but I might give her a piece as long as she says I'm a little piggy.
No, just give me some of that biscuit.
I'm a little piggy.
Just give me some of that.
No, she's not getting any. Not getting any biscuit.
I'm a little piggy, give me the biscuit.
I'm a little piggy.
A little piggy, give me the biscuit.
Okay, Charles Lane. Oh, you're going to find it nice and loose in here. As I said before, there's no built-up berms. You're relying on your cornering ability here, guys. So you got to tilt the bike in, use your hips to steer you around the corner. But it's a lovely section of trail. It just requires that extra bit of input and concentration from you, because the trail's not been built specifically just to make you feel like you're a winner. But you do feel like a winner when you get it right. It's awesome. Just a short little section there just to get you warmed up. Oh, back in the woods. Lindsay's penance for being a little piggy is that I'm following her down the next section of trail. It's very much more of the same. It's quite flat, but it's just a constant battle for grip. Lean through the corners. You want to get your bike onto that corner grip, the grip that we seldom use. Whoa, we found a swimming pool. So we go, we're going right here. Don't know what it is about this section of trail that makes it so much fun, but it just is. It's not the steepest. It's not got the best features. It's just feels really nice. It's kind of like takes you back to watching Star Wars as a kid, watching those speeder bikes go through the forest. It's just fun, man. It's like the dream of riding a bike. Lindsay's riding this incredibly well. Definitely worn out a bit from the last time we rode it, but still plenty fun. Oh yeah, so good. Just corner after corner after corner, and as I said, flat, so you've just got to really trust yourself and really work on that corner speed. Strava! So back across the road, the climbing road, back into more of the same. A little bit more loamy here, a little bit less rocky. I think there's a little diversion at the end from, I think it was Storm Arwen, had a devastating effect in these forests. That's it, Linz, well done. Pump that bike, dude. Yes. There's just nothing better riding tracks like this with your pals or your loved ones. How much fun can you have, man? It's like, it doesn't get better than this. It's open again. Okay, so the diversion I just mentioned is gone, so we're all good. You can ride that trail in its full. Okay, Truong Chin, we've just finished a small climb. Now we've got a very very rocky, quite difficult to find grip on this surface, guys. A couple of roots thrown in there for good measure as well. Yeah, just really difficult to kind of keep grip and ride it well and fast. Very loose through here. Lots of concentration going on. Really nice, great fun. And you've got to really get that bike leaned over. I know I've said it a million times, but when there's no berm, it's all up to you. Okay, and then this is Ho Chi Minh. These corners are super loose, so be really careful on those. And then we've got this kind of like just rootiness all the way down, but it's just like catching them in the right way. They all seem to be facing pretty much in the direction you want them to face, so they don't cause you too much trouble. But look, it's still a route, and today it's still a wet route, so definitely required. But look at it, it's just a hoot from start to finish. Oh, big sexy! Give the camera a wipe away if I can. There we go. Lost my handle. Send it. Oh. Woo! It's just sender after sender. It's just amazing. Whoa! It's just got everything you need. It can be ridden fast, it can be ridden slow, but this is really getting you ready for the next level of riding, and that's what this is about today. It's about stepping it up from the trail centre to the off-piste riding, and there's probably not a better section of trail in the country to do that on. A little diversion in place, so we're going to head down onto the fire road and we can pick up the next section of the trail, I believe, down here. If not, we'll turn back round and we'll shorten it a bit. Yeah, okay, so we were gonna, there's a trail that kind of meanders round and it takes you down to back down to the car park. So look, it's going to shorten the ride down a bit, but look, it's not a huge issue. Yeah, we'll climb back up and we'll take you down the next one. Deja vu. Back again. Bingo! Okay, so this bit here is officially black climb. So people do use it though, so don't worry. But if you come across someone climbing on the trail, make way for them. Get out of the way. Let them do the climb. And obviously, don't ride it super fast. Just take your time down here. Still a nice little piece of trail though. We're just looking for the entrance to our next descent, which is called the Mast of Zorro. Okay, the Mast of Zorro. Worst section is the entrance, guys. Once you're over those roots, it definitely chills out. Although it gets super dark in here, can't see a bloody thing. But it's still a super tech trail, like. Definitely got to keep your wits about you. It's so much fun. Woo. You probably can't see a thing, or it's really super wobbly because it is pitch black in here today, guys. And we're here in the famous corner. Sorry. Super tight. And I think this is where it gets its name from, because it makes a Z shape when you look at this from high above in the side of the hill. Beautiful kind of valley falling away from us there. It's gorgeous, but you've not got much time to concentrate on the scenery because those corners come up real fast. Okay, take your time through here. This is definitely a step up, guys. This is steep. There's some steep sections in this trail. That's why it's definitely not for beginners, as we said at the beginning. Just got to reiterate that. Whoa, see, sniper route there. Really sent my front wheel flying, that one. That was a foot down moment. Woo. This is kind of off the brakes a bit, but as I said, you're never too far away from one of those sniper routes, ready to just take you out at a moment's notice. As I said, it's definitely a step up. Keep your wits about you and ride it at a pace you know you can slow down if you need to. Then we see beautiful little bus stop sections. Nice. Oh, look at this. Yes. Not brave enough to ride those wet routes today. Oh yeah. And we're through the first section. Look at that. Beautiful. Lindsay's got something she would like to say to him.
No, I was just going to say that one compared to the other trails is definitely a step up, and if you're someone like me, that I'm quite happy on steep technical stuff, but I'm a little bit when it's exposed, and the top of that, only the top bit is quite exposed and the corners are quite tight, so I was a bit like, oh. But I don't like exposed stuff, so if you don't mind exposed, it's fine. It's perfectly rideable, it's all nice and easy. It's just the exposed bit definitely got in my head a little bit on that one. That was all I wanted to say.
Lindsay's spoken. It is one of those tracks that kind of invites you to go flat out, but you don't have to ride it flat out. Obviously if it's your first time down, just take your time. That sniper route that got me is, you know, you've got to lift your front wheel over that or just trickle around it, but there is a few in there, so it's tempting to go fast, but you know, look, this is about stepping your ability up slowly Yeah, those corners are very tight and there is a little bit of exposure there. So it's off-piste riding at the end of the day. Like we've said, this is not trail centre stuff. This is for competent riders who are looking to step up the game a little bit and ride some off-piste tracks. This is called The Return of Zorro, or Zorro Returns. Honestly, I've never rode it. Okay, so some nice steep stuff, but it's built well and you can control your speed nicely. We've got some nice big tasty little roll drops. So again, it's definitely a step up in steepness, guys, and there is an alternative route. You can actually turn left at the bottom of Zorro, and you can ride the fire road around to the same part we are here. Oh, okay. We've got options here, which is ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. This is very greasy rooty today. Yeah. Okay, this is very liquid. Honestly, never rode it, so I don't know what it's like. It looks rooty, nadgery, but the entrance was a bit steep. But I don't think there's anything that's unrideable in here. Oh, bit of a climb. Hey, not ready for that. Hey, hey. So there's no real steepness here, guys, but it's just, yeah, I mean, it's laden with roots and rock, which are all the snipery type, which are trying to take the wheels from you. There's definitely some sections to test you in here. So there is two ways we can go here. We can go straight through that way and that takes us down to the bottom of the Janet's Brae area that we're having a look at, or we can go this way, which looks a bit grassy and a bit steep, and we're going to have a go. We're going to see how far we can get up it. Lindsay absolutely trounced me on that climb. Lindsay, stay hard! The fort. Following Lindsay down this one, it's a blind track for both of us. Lindsay's just dying for no reason. Yeah, so quite thin through here, a couple of bit of rooty sections, a little bit steeper, quite loose. But yeah, nice trail so far. Definitely a nice finish to this day in terms of a descent. Should be a little bit more flowy than the nadgery rooty trail of hell that we just rode. Yeah, it's nice. I've not been down here, so woo! Oh, little climb just to halfway through. Ah. Into the trees. Yeah, it's changed in nature now, so got some slippy bits. Off them brakes lens a bit. That's it, well done. So we've got some real nice few little steepy sections in there and it's very loose. There's quite a bit of route going on as well. This is really good for this edit. This is kind of perfect type of trail. Woo! I'll lean the bike over there to make sure you don't hit the tree. Ah, it's a good length as well. Okay, no problem. What have we got? Okay, we can just hit down here. Nice and easy. Whoa. Okay. Probably not best attempting this from here, but I'm going to do it anyway. Just roll through. That's it. Nice and easy. It's okay, Linz. Yeah, so we just found like a little tech section. It's only short, but it's really, really greasy. And it's like the nature of this trail has changed just towards the end of it. That's why it's important to ride at a steady pace, so that Lindsay rightly pulled over because she could see a big rock feature, and it's right, you know, it was a big drop. There was a section on the right you could ride down, and then we got to this bit here where it was really quite nadgery and very greasy. Really, I probably shouldn't have rode it from there. I probably should have rode it from a bit further back up. Lindsay opted out this time, which is absolutely the right thing to do in these situations. Okay, so for the sake of this route, we're done. We've just got a little meander back now. The main road going from Peebles to Glentress is here. So yeah, we're just following this route down. We get on the cycle path. It takes us back into the campsite at Glentress. So yeah, we're done. Well, just another fabulous day on the bikes, really. We've got today we have some donuts, and I've got a coffee. So yeah, brilliant day, really fun. We hope that is useful to somebody. Again, I'm trying to reiterate, I don't want to get people to get in hot water. The trails aren't easy. We tried to pick what we think are the easiest ones, but in order to make it an easier, coherent route with not too much climbing, and because of the there is a bit of diverting going on in here at the moment as well because of the works that's going on, so tried to make a coherent route that kind of loops nicely. It finished on about 14.5 miles. Yeah. A couple of trails in there we haven't rode before. So I think generally they've got harder and then they got slightly easier towards the end, but the sort of middle two tracks were definitely were cheeky. The first one was steep, so if you need to be comfortable riding steep and quite loose and a few little rooty drops, it's very golfy-esque really, which is what we're trying to, we consider these edits to be like the road to golfy, so this is trying to get you guys primed for moving up and riding the harder off-piste stuff. So we have tried to pick easier tracks. Yeah.
So not much more to add from my side. It's really good. I enjoyed the whole day. I always feel like Glentress is a bit more relaxed than golfy, so I get to have a bit of a chill. I always sort of like a Tress day first, and I really enjoyed all the tracks today. I enjoyed being out on my bike with you, with Hugo. Zorro was a little bit exposed in parts, but generally really, really fun. Probably one of my favourites from today, maybe. And then that last one where I had a bit of a wobble on that slabby bit. But otherwise, yeah, all really rideable, all really fun. Really relaxed day, to be honest, really good.
Yeah. So hope you like the video. Let us know how you get on if you decide to do the route, and we'll catch you next time.